Hi, it's Drive-Y DIY. Today we're going to do a bit of a video about my Honda Civic. It's just passed another MOT. It's 19 years old. I'm just going to do a video showing you what a 18-year-old car's like. That's never really been how it's gone over the last so many years, and see how it's aged really. I mean, I've not done any major modifications on it. It's basically as it was when it came out of the factory. 1999. It's a 1999 1.4 Sport. Comes with a spoiler, alloys, 14-inch alloys, Titan silver. This is pretty much what it is. It's not a bad run. It's okay. Runs okay. But I'm just going to take you through how it's aged and what to expect from a 18-year-old car. So first I'm going to go around the bodywork and show you what it is. It's got the original headlights. It's never had any front end smashes or anything like that. It's got a few dinks on the bonnet, a few scrapes. Windscreen's got a bit of a chip on it, which was okay. It's been fixed. As you go around, it's got the original alloys on it. It's had a few brake jobs done on it now, probably about 4 or 5. Just changed the disc not so long ago, which I've done a video on. But these are the original alloys that came out of the factory. Bit of bubbling, a bit of flaking on it. As you can see, I tried to clean them up with some stuff, but they're just dirty up really. Probably could do with a respray. Bumper on it. Bumper's got lots of scrapes and things like that. Headlights. Headlights have been, I refurbished them, but they're original standard. As you can see with the bumper, quite a few, I don't know, dinks and scrapes and nudges on it. As we go around the car, the wing mirror, been hit a few times, got a few scrapes on it, lots of crap on it, but everything else, all the doors and stuff, well, not all the doors, we'll get around to that in a minute. It's got mud guards on it. The original came out of the factory with it. Got the spoiler. There's the spoiler. Got 3 brake lights. See what's the bumper, rear bumper. It's got a few scrapes. So there are a couple of resprays on it as well. Well, a bit of areas is cracking. Got the original badge on it, Civic Sport. That's sort of faded now as well. Yeah, as we go around the car. This is not the original door. This was another door. I took a bit of a swipe from a lorry all the way down here. This door, rear doors had it. Trim's all split on it as well, as you can see. This is not, a lot of this stuff is not original on this door. It took a right dent, big scour all the way down, and the colour, Titan silver, hasn't matched brilliantly, but here we are. It's better than the other door. This door had a dent in it as well, which I pulled out. Wing mirror, that's not original, that's another one, got that off eBay. It's probably I don't know, I think it cost me about 20 quid, but the other one was pretty much smashed when it got hit by a lorry. But it's an 18-year-old car, you know, it's going to get quite a few scrapes and dinks. But yeah, it's got the original alloys and everything. All the lights work on it. There it is. It's got an alarm on it, but it doesn't work very well. So I always have to open it by key. As we go inside, before we go to the bonnet, we go inside. This hasn't got the original radio. That's been changed for another shit radio. But everything, the actual trim itself, you can see it's starting to come undone a bit. Headliner is it's now lost its adhesive, and it sort of hangs down. It's got 2 clips. It's got a clip there and a clip there that keeps it in place. But everything else, it's got this blue material that I think was quite common with Honda Civic Sports of this era. The leather's pretty good. That's pretty much held together alright. But yeah, everything else in here is pretty safe, just pretty worn and dirty really. This side thing's started to lose it a bit. It's had plenty of services though, which I've done a couple of videos on. But electrics wise, it works pretty good, you know. The wing mirror, all the side windows work alright. Yeah, it's pretty gear knobs original, handbrakes original, everything else. I mean, it does take quite a bit of wear over 18 years. So yeah, I'm pretty. It's not a bad go. How many miles has it done? 84,000 miles, which over 18 years is pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of cars that go well over that, but at the end of the day, it's still hitting the elements and everything. We'll have a look under the bonnet as well. Just bear with me. Have a look. Show you the bonnet. So this is the engine, 1.4 litre engine. It's had loads of services. Got the original, I think it's got the original HT leads on it. I've been meaning to update them now, but I'm looking for a decent price from Honda, because in Great Britain Honda parts are very expensive compared to other countries. Air filter, everything like that. The actual engine cover, valve cover, nice and flaky. I'm hoping to do a video on that. I'm going to give it a spray up, make it look a bit prettier. It's got a Halfords battery on it. It's had a few batteries now, I would have thought. So quite a few filters. I want to do a video on changing one of those over. A lot of flushes, a lot of air filters. Some of this other stuff is pretty original, because you see the factory inspection paint on it, which is quite good. You look down here, it's got original factory inspection paint on it as well. I think it's got the original. I know this is original. This is a Honda. Yeah, Honda distributor cap. A lot of this stuff is very original, but it is starting to look a bit rusted and tired. You see the slave cylinder down there as well. It's looking very rusty. But yeah, it's had a lot of oil changes as well. I tried to get a few oil changes over the years, twice a year. I might even start to go into 3 times a year. Original cable, always greased to keep that greased up. But look through the service history of when I bought it. I bought it at about 50,000 miles. Good service history, and it's worked really well. No major breakdowns. Never needed towing, touch wood. Everything on it for an 18-year-old car is pretty good. I mean, when I look at the wiring, that's nice and soft, no brittleness in that. Obviously when you're doing some of this stuff, it's worth checking. Make sure it's not, when you're taking plugs apart and stuff, just be careful with it, but it's still quite supple. A lot of this wiring doesn't look heavily burnt out or anything like that. Over here as well, a lot of the grounds look pretty good too. So overall, as a car, for an 18-year-old car, it's in a lot better nick than a lot of cars that are only 10 years old or 5-year-old. But yeah, this is my Honda Civic condition it is in for an 18-year-old car. Hope it might be worth having a look at this and comparing it to your car or any Honda Civic enthusiast out there, and see what you think, what sort of condition your car's in. But yeah, my name's Drive-By DIY. Hope this is a little bit interesting to you. Catch you later.